We're spending a lot more time focusing on the Democratic-based vote in this election because there's such a drop-off between the presidential and the non-presidential years. It's been a lot more fun campaigning. It used to be that Democrats focused on the Democratic base in the primary and then headed for the burbs, for the general election. Not so much this time. So it's a little different strategy. And the Illinois Republican Party has been struggling for its future, its identity. It's had some tough times. Brady's loss 4 years ago was kind of shocking. They thought that they were going to beat Pat Quinn, and they fell 30,000 votes short of the memory serves. And they have not had a natural leader emerge in the party. So in comes Mr. Warner, who has the resources to be a potent force. Now, I will tell you that with one exception, and there's an asterisk next to that, Illinois voters in general don't look kindly on self-funding millionaires. Many have tried, and they spend a lot of money and fall far short. Reminds me.
I work for a couple, so I can attest to that.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
I figure I bust myself before you.
John Corzine, born in Central Illinois, went off to make a lot of money at Goldman and then run for senator in New Jersey. It's estimated that he spent on his election campaign $65 million of his own money. His opponent about $5 million. Corzine told me if that campaign would have gone on 7 more days, it would have lost. People were so fed up with me and my ads and the notion that I was spending all this money, there was a backlash. And that usually happens. There's a backlash to self-funding candidates, and it has been the case in Illinois.
Would you advise him to move forward on taking executive action, and what reaction do you anticipate from the Republican Party if he does?
I want the president to use every legal authority he has to solve these problems because the Republicans refuse to. They will not even call the bill to debate any aspect of it. He has given them a year and a half or more to do it. There are problems that need to be addressed. I wrote him a letter a couple of years before he made the final decision encouraging that he defer deportation on Dreamers. I introduced the DREAM Act 13 years ago, and I sensed that both parties supported it. We couldn't get it passed, and I asked him by executive order to defer deportation. He didn't respond to the first letter. The second letter with 20 other my Senate colleagues on board, he put DACA in place. 600,000 now of these Dreamers are protected from deportation on a 2-year rotating basis. There are another 2 million that are eligible for that to occur. And so my thinking is, I hope that the president will continue, I think he will, to protect those who are DACA eligible. And secondly, I would hope that we take an honest look at deportations. I go to Broadview, which is a suburb out here, to a transfer facility on Friday mornings where there's a vigil that is put on by 2 aging Catholic nuns who test my Catholic memory by praying the rosary and seeing if I remember the mysteries, which probably won't mean anything to anyone who's a Catholic. But they pray the rosary and then go inside and meet with those who are about to be deported and their families. And when Jay Johnson became the head of Homeland Security, I said, don't count on my vote unless you come to Broadview. I want you to meet these people who are being deported. You go through there and find half of them with serious criminal records. No excuses, they're gone. The other half, technical immigration violations. Many of them have been in the country for years. Many of them have families here, and they're being deported.